Ow!
Enough to witness the rise and fall of nature.
Ah! I've alerted the boys.
Guys, I don't mean to alarm you. We're playing with God. Money from the sky? Hello? I'm sure this is normal and fine. 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 See? It's normal and fine. Hello? No. No. You stay away from me. Oh my gosh, we're fighting an Archon. This is so fantastic.
I want the details.
The 4 parts of destruction. Oh my gosh, a bench. Never mind. I'm fighting these guys. This. All right. Well, you seem to be having fun. Sorry, I can see your tiny little hand, you idea.
Lied.
Please, Brock, call this. Call this. If he has a full house, we are screwed. Hopefully that Eye of the Storm will not see me, because if he does, this will be a problem. Well, frick. Look at this! Everyone stop what you're freaking doing! Get Zhang lead! And they left. Oh my gosh! Listen, I'm not here. Don't mind me. Just don't even come up too close to me. Don't look at me. Do not perceive me. I just need to get up this. No. I have like a decreased stamina discussion. I have a discrete stamina discussion. Are there pants, people? Could you not, please? I'm trying to heal here. Thank you. All right, now you can continue. See, your friend gets it. Your friends get it. Oh gosh! Ah! All right, fine. I won't give you guys any leeway. Huh? You know what? Maybe I don't want to go that way either. This place is only mildly terrifying. Only mildly terrifying. Oh my gosh, that's scaring me. I'm so sorry. I hate you! Oh my...
Oh, Mr. Imposter, are you getting a little upset that we are delaying when you are going to try and kill us? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Can you imagine if it was Dango, 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 Kai, Kazo, Ku? Why has it gotta be so small? Why do they gotta be so small? Why do these platforms gotta be so small? I'll just be more careful. Ow. No, thank you. No, thank you. Is this real life? What just happened? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What happened? Oh my gosh, that was clutch. Oh, that was so clutch, dude. I about died right there. Chi-Chi has arrived. She has come to ruin your 50-50. Ow. Listen, can we wrap this up? I'm getting hit occasionally. Can we please wrap this up?
Since there was no use in trying to
Ow.
fix you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use.
Hello. Hello, I hope everyone is doing good today, or doing okay. I hope you guys are doing well. Today, we are playing Genshin, as we do pretty much every Thursday, which I don't mind. But there's a new update. We are in the new update. And there's a Kazuha story quest out right now, which I'm really excited about because Kazuha hasn't had a character story quest this entire time. He's been in like the Archon quest, a major part of the Archon quest, a lot of like events and stuff, including this event that's going to be coming out like tomorrow. He's just been in so much stuff, but he hasn't had his own character story quest. So it'll be good to see what that is like. But before we get to that, I'm going to be doing my dailies, as we do all the time. Yeah, new update! Yeah, a new update! Wow! Guys, I'm so excited for this update. I'm going to try to... So, there's an event that's going to be going on. I think it gets unlocked, like, tomorrow. I'm going to do my best to not trigger it until next Thursday, and maybe if it's all out by then, we can go through, like, all of it.
Take it easy.
If it all gets out, you know, then, you know. So that's the current plan. If it doesn't seem like it panned out, I'm kind of debating on how much of it I will do off screen, but
Quietly.
I will see what I can do to hold off until next week. That's the current plan.
Into the wind.
But, you know, we will see. But I'm just so excited because the Golden Apple Archipelago is coming back. And I freaking love it. Good luck with the trip. Sorry. No. I completely understand, Luke. You are just fine. I completely understand. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good day. I completely understand. I'm definitely in the boat sometimes where if I'm gonna be watching the stream and like, oh, they're doing something that I haven't done yet, I might like either have to pay attention or like leave because I don't want to get spoiled. So I completely get it. You're just fine. Cool, got all of them. I didn't know if I got all of them. So. Also, one thing I talked about last week, actually, real quick. So, something that I did, is, I've often talked about on here how, like, you get updates on Twitter if I'm going to be streaming a day or not, or if something comes up and I can't do it. I know not everybody wants to use Twitter, so I did a thing where it only appears on PC. It doesn't really appear for mobile. But I did a thing where
Busted.
my Twitter feed should appear on my About page on Twitch now. I think it should. And I basically just did that in case people are like, I want to know if Place is going to be streaming today or not, like she said she would, and then they can go and check that without having to even use Twitter to see if I'm going to be streaming or not. So I did that.
Into the wind.
It should work. It should work because, again, I completely understand. I completely get it if people are like, I don't want to use Twitter. I get that. I get that. So it is there now. Oh, that's smart. Okay, good. I thought it could be helpful because, again, if people don't want to use Twitter but they want to be updated, then it's there. It is there. But, you know, I don't know how many people check like the About pages or like the schedule pages and whatnot. And maybe I might have to reiterate it's there because it just kind of appeared randomly a few times. But that's fine. It's there now. Now we gotta do language exchange. The other thing, well, I skipped through the dialogue for this because we're gonna just be talking to some hilly churls. The other thing that I did, or that I talked about it last week. I wasn't sure if I was going to be pulling on, you could always make another, like, just live stream announcement Twitter too. I could. But I want to try to keep how many Twitters I manage, like, really manage, like, simple. But I could also just connect an account there that'll say if I'm going to be streaming today or not. That is true, but I will think on that later. But last week I talked about I wasn't sure if I was going to be wishing on Yoimiya or not. It's been about a week, and I gotta say I'm heavily leaning towards wishing for her. So, that might most likely, it's still a little uncertain, but I feel it's most likely going to be the case that I'm going to try to wish on Yoimiya. Bunk tap. Yes. So, because the thing that got me, because at first I was like, no, I don't want to wish because Dendro is coming up. You know, Dendro and Sumeru, like, it's gonna happen. We've been getting teasers, like official teasers about it. So it's going to happen.
Take it easy.
And I've been like, but we don't know exactly what characters are gonna come out. So I've been very hesitant. But the thing that got me was that I got a thought of like, I don't really want Yoimiya, right? I was like, because who knows what other characters are going to come out. Then my thought was like, but you could explore Sumeru with Yoimiya if you get lucky. And that
Ad
thought
Astra.
has been carrying
Thank you for
this thought of wishing for her the entire time. The entire time. Sorry, Catherine.
Ad Astra.
So, that is what is mostly motivating me to wish for Yoimiya. And plus, the first 3 characters they teased, other than one of the 4, one of them that they appeared, Kale? She's the only character that I kind of really care about in this first batch of Sumeru characters. But the other ones I'm like, I could pass on. So, I also kind of use that as an excuse of like, there's only one character I want. I don't know if it's a 4-star or a 5-star. We technically don't know. I don't think it was officially announced. I don't think so. And if you know, no spoilers, no leaks. But I was like, we don't know what they are. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I missed it. But it's like there's only one out of the batch I like. I could probably skip it for like a rerun, or if it's a 4-star, they will be on another batch. So, I feel a little bit more comfortable wishing for Yoimiya.
Take it easy.
Because if there were like several characters like right off the bat that I was like, ooh, really interested in, then I probably wouldn't. Because like when Inazuma got announced, the characters they showed off were like, I'm pretty sure it was Ayaka and then Yoimiya were some of the first characters they showed off. And there was a 4-star, wasn't there?
This realm.
Was there a 4-star? I can't remember if there was a 4-star or not. But at the very least, it was Ayaka and Yoimiya. And we had always heard stuff about Ayaka for like the longest time, and Yoimiya looked super cool and cute to me. So, but right before that, I wished for Kazuha. So,
You may ask me.
so the trend continues where I wish like the update before a major update, I guess. Okay, these are still growing. Also, I managed to get another Surumi Island song from my teapot. I freaking love it so much. I love it so much. It makes me so happy. That's funny. I know. I literally just remembered that. I'm like, oh wait, I remember I wished for Kazuha like right before Inazuma came out. Like his first banner was like the prologue to the Inazuma chapter. I totally forgot about it, and I totally wished for him. So, you know, par for the course. Par for the course. Like, Sumeru's got to be coming out really soon, because I believe last patch it was like 1.6, and then the next update 2.0, and now we're in 2.8. So, like, Sumeru's got to be coming soon, and it's the Golden Apple Archipelago. The Golden Apple Archipelago was a freaking it was the temporary area that appeared before a big update. So, like, it's gotta be soon. Oh, right, it's Sarah's birthday. We cut to the chase today. I do not want to celebrate, or I do not expect a celebration or any presents. My only wish is to spar with you. As a general of the Tenryo Commission, I have a vital task of maintaining order within Inazuma City. Sparring with you is a test for me to see if my martial arts has improved. Since this is a sparring session, I will not use my vision, nor will you need to use your elemental energy. Apart from that, you need not to have restraints or concerns. Just let me see your true strength. I will set up the dojo and have it cleaned up afterwards. You only need to be there on time. Aww. For my birthday, I wish to fight. I wish to fight you. Amazing. Okay, I think I made a condensed resin, right? I did make a condensed resin. And I'm pretty sure that's all my dailies that I can currently do. We're not wishing for Kazuha. We're not wishing for Heizo. I did try out their trial runs, though. And it was weird seeing all of these characters for a trial run. I guess, like, I'm not... It's been a while since I feel like it's been a while since there's been just, like, 5 characters you can try out for these. So. Klee's so cute, though. Klee's very, very cute. She's so cute. Oh, do I have enough for this? Do I have enough for another story key? I do. Just want to make sure. It's been a while. Okay, I think I did everything. Right? I'm pretty sure I did. Did my commissions, did my expedition, did my teapot. That's pretty much it for my dailies, for the most part. I can do resin later, so yeah, let's unlock this. Where are we going? Probably Inazuma. I just clicked on what was closest. Alright, let's get this going. Ah! Where is it? Ah! Okay, there it is. Hello, Inazuma.
Take it easy.
Okay, so let's see how this starts. Luckily, I'm pretty blind to this story quest. The only thing I really know is that I saw some people say, like, this cutscene was insane, or, like, the cutscenes in this were insane. That's about all I know from this. I've been mostly blind so far, and I'm very happy about that, so.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma.
Yeah, it has. Gosh, it's been, like, almost an entire year.
So many things have happened since then.
There have been many memorable events.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Wait a moment. Oh, I hear
Huh?
footsteps.
What's up?
Oh, hi! Hello? Hi! Be careful. That's a fancy looking sword you got there.
Hey, what the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? All right, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Okay, you got it. Oh, I did crit.
Quietly now. One with nature. Time to go.
Gooba, get them.
Go, Gooba! Go, Gooba, go!
Gotcha.
Ew.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all?
No, I don't.
Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
Huh?
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them.
Are you trying to... Wait, are you trying to assassinate someone, sir?
No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kazuha?
Uh-huh.
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
I totally didn't use him in battle. No, he totally didn't fight alongside me to beat you up. Oh, why are you looking for him?
That's none of your business.
Paimon.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
Okay.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase.
He super wasn't here. Not at all. You didn't see him jump into the air and smack down to the ground with animo powers. No. That wasn't him. That was someone else. Someone else entirely. I was about to say, like, that was the Animo Archon, not Kazuha.
Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
No. Couldn't agree. Very smart for once. That's what it says. You can't really see behind my head, but it says very smart for once. Couldn't agree more.
Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuha to a duel, he won't be able to beat him.
Sorry, I adjusted my mic.
Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
Actually, I have a hunch.
Oh? What kind of hunch?
I think this guy may have a special connection to Kazuha.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
I can't say for sure, but I feel like their fighting styles are kind of similar.
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything.
It's like, well, everyone fights the same, so who knows? Who could tell?
Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Oh, they are? Oh, cool. Will we get to see, like, Beto, too? Strange and friendless road. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Beto! Kazuha! Are you here? Beto, Kazuha! Are you here? Hello? Have you seen Beto or Kazuha-chan?
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Two?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha.
When did he get so popular? I mean, I know he has like a clan kind of name thing, you know, the Kaidahara clan. And I guess he did fight the Raiden Shogun a little bit and kind of saved our lives. So I guess it makes sense why he's popular. But do people know about that?
If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did?
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
You know, something like that. Something that like is super powerful and deadly. Yeah, something like that.
Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
You could compare it to the technique Beto used to strike down Haishan.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved.
But the thing is, do people know about it? I'm guessing they do?
He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Oh, good, good, considering everything good.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
The Shogunate probably wants to show some goodwill. After all, the Raiden Shogun's mindset has changed. It has! It definitely has, and maybe they do want to show some goodwill, but goodwill, excuse me. But we shouldn't make any assumptions.
Thank you! Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryo Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Yeah, good luck with that. You have any other?
With all this going on, I sure hope no one tries to sneak onto the ship.
Ooh, yeah, that would be interesting. That would be interesting. I was about to say, like, but no one would do that, because everyone can kind of... Like, the Sakuku decree is gone. Sakuku. Anyway, the decree is gone, so they should be able to, you know, come and go as they please. But, at the same time, there may be some people who want to leave without spending money or something, or I don't know. So, I don't know. For me, it doesn't make sense if people would, like, do that, but at the same time, you never know. You never know. Klee is kind of escaped onto the ship to come here, so I guess it's possible. True facts, yeah. Yeah. Hello! I'm here to see how you're doing. Sara! Wait, is Sara here? No, Sara's not here. We couldn't wish Sara a happy birthday in person. Oh well. We're here at the dojo! At a dojo.
Oh? It's you.
Hi, Kazuha!
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation.
Oh, cool. Thanks for letting me listen in then.
We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate.
Good.
Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name.
Interesting.
Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I heard a thing or two. I forget. I want to say I forget because I want a refresher. I have heard of it. I think we went over it. We went over some bits and pieces of it in the Irodori Festival, but I want to see what they cover in the quest.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the almighty shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just.
Okay, that tracks, yeah.
Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the almighty shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past.
Good on A! Good on A! Making all these changes. Good for her. And also, but Kazuha had said in, like, the Irodori Festival, and again, like, if people didn't do the Irodori Festival, they wouldn't really know this, so it's probably going to be covered here, but he made a comment of, like, or at least I hope it does. I hope it does. Side tangent. As much as I love the temporary events, it sucks that they're temporary. But anyway, where was I going with this? In that event, he kind of talked about how he doesn't really care about most of his belongings. So I'm interested to see what he'll do here. I hope they cover that, but anyway.
In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the almighty shogun, and the shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end.
But he likes wandering.
You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the almighty shogun's blessing and full support of the shogunate.
But again, doesn't he like wandering?
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Is this where the attack thing comes from?
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaidahara really parried the shogun's strike.
Ah.
Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaidahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
I understand the perspective, even though we were there and we know it's wrong, but I understand how people could come to that conclusion. Unacceptable! Bad! I do understand how people can go to that conclusion, though.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
But that's the thing. It's not about like a one-time use making you old and frail. It's the continual use of it that made people go super old. So if the rumor just said that Kazuha only used it once, then like it can still track. But anyway.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yeah, about that. Someone tried to kill us because they thought they were you.
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Basically what I just said.
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
Do you have any No. Could it be someone you trained with under the same master?
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedehara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back! This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
Gonna use this to figure out what you're gonna agree to? It would be interesting if he ends up staying.
He knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Wait, we're going to a detective agency. Oh, I wonder if Heizo's there. I wonder if Heizo's there. Are we gonna run into Heizo? We'll find out. Anyway.
Please, be careful during your investigation.
Thank you. Do you know where Sarah is? Tell Sarah, happy birthday. And I'm here at the dojo, like she said. Okay. Please? Well, listen, he works, if memory serves, I think he works at this detective agency. Right? I'm pretty sure he works here. So we'll see. If memory serves. I don't know, I've been a little bit forgetful. But if memory serves... Hello.
Hey there, we'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaedehara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaedehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
Aw.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Yes. We need answers.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaedehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaedehara's personal information.
Jeez! That's not cool.
Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
He helps the agency, but he works for the Tenryou Commission. Oh, my bad. My bad, my bad. Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. Okay. Sango would have snapped them in an instant.
Millions? Of mora? Whoa! Oh, wait. Even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Yes, Paimon. Don't sell people's information. That's not cool. People deserve their privacy. Even if they are like a star. He's rivalry with the detective agency, apparently. Oh, okay. Okay, maybe that's what I was thinking about. Because I feel like I saw the detective agency talk about him, maybe? I don't know, I can't remember.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it.
Good.
Sorry, I got a little off topic.
Nah, it's good.
What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaedehara.
Who voices Ryuji? I'm gonna look it up! Also, hi, Zerava! Thank you so much for stopping by! I really appreciate it! I'm gonna look it up. Give me a second. Because sometimes the NPCs of these games, the voice actors are allowed to announce when they voice. They usually don't get credited, but sometimes they are allowed to like announce when they voice something. So let me see if this one got announced. Hold on, let me see. Ryuji, NPC, voice. Because like there's a few that are like, oh, hey, I'm this NPC. Like, one of the character's fathers is a voice actor that played a character in like Danganronpa and stuff. And sometimes it's like, oh yeah, I'm this random voice in like a quest or something. So sometimes they are allowed to announce it, but I don't know if Ryuji has. Yeah, so far on his page, it doesn't seem like the actor has announced who it is. Unfortunately. So I don't know. I don't know who is Ryuji. So at this point, unfortunately, all we can do is speculate who he is. He does sound familiar. I agree. He sounds familiar. I can't place it though. That's something that I also kind of like regularly do in this game. Is sometimes if there's an NPC that sounds familiar, I will like try to figure out why they sound familiar, or a character that like I will try to see if I can figure out the voice actor or figure out a character that they sound like. Sometimes I'm wrong because, you know, people can share similar voices. But it's always fun. It's so fun. He does sound familiar. I just can't place it right now, though. And the actor, they never announced it either, it seems.
But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Or I guess they haven't announced it yet, because this is a new quest that just came out like a few days ago. So maybe they will be able to announce it in a few days. Or eventually. But anyway.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere.
Yeah, he seemed very aggressive.
Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Is that your way of giving praise? It was also not easy for me to fight him off.
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted.
Honestly, yeah. Better me than someone who can't fight themselves in battle. Kazuha's the most androgynous voice I ever heard. I love Kazuha's actors a lot. It's funny because he does such a good job with Kazuha's voice, but when I've heard him talk normally, I'm like, you're Kazuha? Really? So he does a great job at Kazuha, I feel like. That actor we should know. I could actually look it up after the cutscene.
It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me.
Mark Whitten. Yep, there you go. There you go. We've known his actor for a while. But yeah, he does such a good job with Kazuha. I really enjoy it.
For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you.
Wait! Oh my gosh! Wait. Okay, the actor sounds familiar. Okay, hold on. The actor sounds familiar. I think this might be a shot in the dark. Hold on, I have to. This might be a shot in the dark. I have to double check what this guy's name is. Because there was a part in there that sounded kinda familiar. Let's see, is this the 2019 version? Okay. He kinda, and again, it might not be this person, but he kinda sounds like Jerry Jewell. He kinda sounds like that. I could be wrong. I think that's the one. Yeah. Kinda sounds like Jerry Jewell. Kinda. Because there was a part in his sentence that reminded me a lot about a character. It was kind of similar to a character he plays in My Hero Academia. So I think it's him. Anyway, I could be wrong though. He hasn't said anything. Nani. So his voice in a moment there sounded very similar to the principal in My Hero Academia and Kyo from Fruits Basket. Again, I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. We'll just have to wait and see. But that line reminded me of that. But who knows? Who knows? Are you gonna say another line? I hope he says another line.
Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though.
It's a shot in the dark, and it's kind of there, and it kind of isn't, so... Anyway. That's my best guess as of this moment. I'm probably wrong, but that's my guess. Well, again, just have to wait and see. It does sound like the principal. Yeah, it sounds close to the principal. But we'll have to see. There was an incident over the last few days.
Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma. Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smith.
It totally sounds like him. There's definitely a similarity there. But until the actor says it themselves, we won't know. But again, when he spoke, I thought about the principal. So I was like, hold on, there's definitely a similarity to them. But yeah. We'll see if I'm right. If they ever decide to, if they ever are allowed to announce, or if they decide to announce. But yeah, that's what I hear.
2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details.
I can't unhear it now.
Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Honestly, I enjoy Genshin doesn't immediately release that info. It's more fun, honestly. Dude, honestly, yeah, I agree. Like it's kind of a bummer because it would be nice for the actors to like announce their big roles and whatnot. But there is an element of fun to it. Like, we recently got a trailer where there were a bunch of like new characters introduced, right? None of the actors, they usually are not allowed to announce when they voice a certain character until they like get permission or until they become actually playable, right? Half the reason I like English dubs is because play the guess the actor game. Dude, same. That's one of the things I love doing with dubs is like trying to figure out familiar voices or being like, oh, wait, this person's familiar. But anyway, they released a trailer recently where there were like 9-ish, 8 new characters introduced, and we were able to hear all of their voices, but we technically don't know who voices any of them. However, I was able to figure out, I am like confident about 2 of them that I figured out. I'm confident that I figured out 2 of their voices. But everyone else, it's like, I don't know. But it's fun. I do enjoy guessing it. As long as it's fun guessing it, as long as it's like kind of a guessing game and people don't bombard the voice actor of like, hey, did you voice this? Because that could potentially get them in trouble. But in like a private setting where you're like, I think it sounds like this person, and you guys are just guessing and not bombarding the actor themselves, and it's just, you know, prefaced as a guess, then it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I love doing it. I've done that in the past when I've played this game. I've done it in the past where an NPC will talk and be like, wait, this sounds familiar. It's one of my... I love doing that. I love doing that. Especially because playable... Oh, excuse me. Especially because playable characters, voice actors, typically voice NPCs in the game. So sometimes you'll hear an NPC and be like, oh my gosh, that's Tartaglia or something. Or like, oh my gosh, that's Zhongli. Anyway. Understood though. Never know. Okay. We'll investigate both incidents.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
You're a master of finding the VAs too. I'm not the best out there, but I have a lot of fun with it. I have a lot of fun with it. It's great. I've also been listening to dubs for a while, so.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Yeah, it's hard not to hear the principal. It's hard not to hear the principal in that. Also, thanks. I am... Oh, yeah, thank you for the compliment. That's what I should say. Thank you for the compliment.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha.
Hello.
What brings you here today?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the 2 clans.
I need to watch more anime and then we can play competitively. That sounds fun. In a completely, like, not extreme kind of way, but that sounds fun. I love figuring it out. I love figuring it out. I'm gonna call it. So Kumi complimented me saying that I was good at fighting VAs. I wanna call out Kumi. So I talked to Kumi one time, and they were able to freaking predict who would voice. Like, hold on. How should I phrase this? We knew about Ito's character for a while, in-game, like officially in-game. And QB was like, I feel like this actor would be really good at voicing Ito. And they got it. So, QB, you were also good at figuring out VA. You predicted it. Anyway. But dude, it's so fun to like see who figures out which voices and whatnot. Because, again, side tangent, sorry. My brain is a little scattered today. But the side tangent, trying to figure out voices. One of the best things is like, when people are able to figure out a certain voice, it's always because of like a character they voiced in like a video game or a movie or like a TV show. And so it also kind of shows like the other things that the person has watched and what has stuck with them. It's fun. It's fun. Okay, yes, the Raiden Gokaden.
After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Ah.
Yes. You may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Would this be different if someone didn't do the Iridori Festival? Because with this line, it makes it seem like the Iridori Festival is in-game officially, but I thought that was a temporary event. Right? But, I guess, wait, how does that work? Hold on. Is there a quest for this? Or is this just because is this just a thing that only appears because I did the Iridori Festival? I don't know, because Mona had different dialogue if we didn't do the Falling Stars event kind of thing, Unreconciled Stars event, and then Scaramouche had different dialogue if we did or didn't do it either. So maybe that's it. Anyway.
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source, over time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy, spawning the development of different branches of the same art. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life.
This is my old man voice. Yeah, some of the NPCs do have a voice like that. I do want to say on the record, I thoroughly enjoy it. But yeah, it definitely comes across as like, hello, this is my old man voice. Oh, I am so very old, my poor niece.
As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
Yours is better, please.
Oh, well, thank you.
The Ishin art. Have I heard this? It scratches that familiarity.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryou Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far.
So you talked to the Tenryou Commission, so chances are they're sending someone out to go look for him. Say a detective, I don't know, named Heizo. Right? How good is this copium I'm smoking right now? Will we see Heizo in this? Sorry, just curious. I know he has his own hangout event, but I'm just curious.
He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryou Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse, and neither of them came back.
A fire?
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality.
Hajime just continues to hammer away the entire time. Even when we talk to him, he doesn't stop hammering.
He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
Oh, can never stop. Surprised his arm hasn't fallen off. Yeah, him and Wagner, and to be honest, I forget the one in Liyue. But yeah, all of them just hammering away day and night. Bless them, doing great work.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person.
And yet...
He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Okay.
Huh. Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason.
It's 11. It's 11. Kung! You know what they say. Kung! Jeez. Rip. So he would never draw his blade, though.
But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning.
The sword's probably possessing him.
I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
I mean, that's my assumption, is the sword is possessing him. But I don't know when he got the sword. But he said he would give a gift of a rare weapon, so he probably found it before then.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
We still need to get the info from the Nagato family.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
Gosh, looking at Kazuha there, I'm reminded of how much I freaking love his color scheme. So much. His color scheme is so nice. It's so, so, so nice. He's also one of the few characters that really broke, like, it is lovely. It's so good. And he's also one of the few characters that started breaking, like, the color coordination of element and vision, because he has a red color scheme, and yet he uses the wind element. I really like it. I hope we get more designs kind of like that in the future, you know? And I mean, to an extent, we did. Like, hold on. Let me look at some of the character archives and some of the newer characters. To an extent, we kind of did. Like, Yunjin here is very purple, but has the earth element. She has Geo, right? Ayato kind of has, like, this white cryo color scheme, but he's Hydro. Thanks, Ayato. Doing that every time. And then Kuki is Electro, but she has green hair. And then Heizo here is wind element, but he has a very, like, earthy tone. Who is the scummiest character? Ooh. Ooh. Maybe playable character. I'll stick with playable character, because if not, I would go with the Fatui and... The scummiest of the Fatui? Yeah, playable character. Okay. The scummiest out of all the playable characters. It's gotta be... Hold on. Before I say my answer. Technically, if we're going... So, here's a few things. My go-to answer is Tartaglia, but that's just because he's part of the Fatui, and he basically tricked an entire... He almost destroyed an entire country. So, that's my go-to. But he was also simultaneously tricked during that whole thing. But anyway, I love him. But another quote-unquote scummy is Xingqiu, which, hear me out, the reason why I say he's scummy is because he constantly tricks his friend Changyu. Constantly tricks his friend Changyu. Will often just kind of lead Changyun by the nose because it's fun. He's a good character. But he kind of drinks Chongyun like crap. Listen! Listen! Singcho is great. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. But man, does he like to tease Chongyun a lot. I was about to say Kaya. Ooh! You know, I can kind of see what you're saying with Kaya. Kaya's definitely another trickster character. He definitely never tells the truth. Sometimes he tells the truth. He tells half-truths. He never tells the truth. He never gives away his agenda. And he's always doing it with a flirtatious attitude. I love him. He's always suspicious. He's always suspicious. And yet, freaking love him. Freaking love him. Love Kaya. I love Kaya. There's so much to Kaya that has yet to be explained. There's so many things. There's so many things. Which, okay. Okay. Side tangent. So, we're gonna talk about Conria stuff. As we do here. So, I was watching... So, okay. In the Dainsleif Archon quest that we did recently. Hold on. Where is it? It's in the travelogue. And then it's... Not the interlude chapter. It's chapter 2, act 4. We did this quest, okay? This quest is us, like, talking to Dainsleif and whatnot. And, you know, doing stuff with, like, the Abyss Order. But he talks about how he can understand Hilichurls, because Hilichurls are from Conria, right? Okay, so I saw a streamer play through the very beginning, like the very beginning of Genshin, and they had just beaten Act 3. They were at the end of Act 3. Okay, keep in mind, we got this news all the way here in Act 4, Chapter 2. In the prologue of Act 3, we talked to Kaya a bit. And Kaya mentions how he got some information from Hilichurls or the Abyss Order or something like that, right? And we're like, how did you manage to get, like, that information from that? And he said something along the lines of, like, let's just say I have a way with words. Something to that extent. We know Kaya is from Conria, which Dainsleif said that a lot of the enemies in this world are from Conria. So, and he was able to understand them. So, Kaya, who's also from Conria, is also able to understand this stuff like Dainsleif. And in the Windbloom Festival, Kaya wrote a poem in Hilichurl, in the Hilichurl language. And he said it translated to, like, I love you, or something. But actual Genshin lore language enthusiasts translated the language themselves and was like, no, it doesn't say I love you. It says I triumph over you. So it's like, Kaya is one of the most suspicious characters in, there's so much to him. There's so much to Kaya. There's so much to Kaya. And he's one of the free characters you get. He's one of the free characters you get. And he has ties to Conria, which is a huge plot point in this game. And he hasn't talked about it at all. He's alluded to it, but he hasn't talked about it, like, at all. Where's the character story quest where he talks about Conria? Is it 4? Is it 4? Conria! So yeah, bit of a tangent. Love me a sussy man. That's why I say I love him. I wouldn't say he's scummy. But suspicious? Sussy? Absolutely. He's so suspicious. He's so suspicious. Hello? Soul? No thanks. I have no need for a soul anymore. I've given it to Genshin. I kid. But yeah. So I don't know if I would say he's scummy, but right now, because who knows? He could backstab us. We have no idea. But suspicious? He is definitely the most suspicious out of all of our characters. And that is coming from the fact that we are able to play as Tartaglia, who is part of this organization that is literally trying to fight and destroy gods. So there's that. I'm waiting for more Kaya stuff. Every time he appears, I'm like, what do you got for me? What do you got for me? And we technically haven't seen him in, like, a while. You whispering absolutely my ear. Listen, I love doing that. I love doing that. I love opportunities where it fits to go so close to the mic where I'm like, because I'm usually a loud person, so I love it when I could go to the mic and be like, you know? It's so fun. I love it, but, you know, sometimes there's a right moment for it. Sometimes there's a right moment for it. Okay. That was a tangent, but it was a tangent that was so good. So we gotta go to Nagato. Really quick, I've been streaming for about roughly an hour. And usually every hour, I try to take a break so I can get some water and walk around. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh, wait, I wanna find... Ooh. You know what? This shot's pretty. This shot's super pretty. Hold on. I usually like going into camera mode for this. So let me hide this. And then... Alright. Boom. So, we are going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. This is a good time for you guys to stretch your legs, get some water, do anything else you gotta do. The teacher of the class that asks questions. Teacher goes off topic for half an hour. That's such a mood. That's such a mood. It's such a mood. That's constantly me. I try to stay on topic as much as I can, but my brain likes to hop around a lot. So if you like the tangents, fantastic, because chances are they're gonna stay. Anyway, I'm gonna go refill my water and walk around a bit. So yeah, I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay? BRB. you guys were able to do what you needed to do during the break. I have topped up my water, which I desperately needed. And I am good to go. So let me get this going again, and we'll continue Kazuha's story quest. I like this song. I like this song. Welcome back. Thank you! Thank you, thank you! Okay, hold on. I have to let the song finish. It's almost done. It's such a bop. Okay, let me pause that. And then let me go back to the game. Boom. Let me go back here. And then go back here. And boom! Cool. What? There's a temporary event. Hold up. A temporary quest. Hello? I'm too curious.
Time to go.
What do you have for me? I was closer to my main objective. What do you have for me? Hello? What are you doing? Miyajima? Compiling manual on Inazuma's traditions and culture? From the looks of it, you're not from around here. You may not know it, but Inazuma has a very rich culture. Shame the impudent. There are actually some who don't know the official name of our almighty Electro Archon. This is most worrisome. It's the Raiden Shogun, isn't it? That's where you'd be wrong. Raiden Shogun is a nickname of sorts, but I suppose that's the question that might have been too hard for an Outlander. Perhaps I should ask you something similar. Am I getting prizes for this? Hello? What is this? This is one of those... This is a surprise quest, isn't it? I thought it was. People who are willing to learn deserve their just reward. Come find me once you are ready. This is actually a world quest? I thought this was a temporary quest. Okay, never mind. I'll talk to you later. I'm busy. I thought that was a temporary quest that would just pop up. Like feed the dog or whatever. But oh, guess it's a world quest.
Time to go.
So, not gonna deal with that. That's so wild. You know what other quest I haven't done? Sorry, my brain has been very scattered today, so unfortunately this is just gonna be par for the course today. You know what I haven't done yet? There's a quest you get here where you get to talk to Goro. I know you get to talk to Goro. I still haven't done it. I don't even have it registered in my in my thing. I gotta go grab it. Actually, that reminds me. Guide. This guide, this is a new tab. They just added this patch where basically it will tell you all of like the important quests you gotta do to like have stuff unlocked. So obviously it's going to say Kazuha saying and story quest and hangout. That's probably Heizo. I haven't done all the quests, all the new ones. I guess there are new quests. I gotta go around and find quests. Maybe one of these days, if I have like a moment to just, and I need a moment to breathe, I can just like walk around the world and see what new quests there are, or get quests I haven't gotten. Cause like, the other thing I want to do is like walk around Enkonomiya, cause I haven't done that since it got released. Okay, Nagato, tell me what's up.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
What?
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again.
Nah, you good.
I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them.
I feel like this reminds me of in the Chasm interlude quest where Yanfei was like talking about the civil cases that she fears and despises. I'm like, this sounds very similar to what she does not like.
Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house.
Yeah, one of those swords were talking to him. I hate to tell you this, honey, but there's no other explanation for me.
He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance.
Totally possession.
I'm happy he has a hobby and I'm willing to support him, but making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa!
Wow.
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
Bruh, this is so true. And this is a habit I fall into myself. Like, one of these options says it's important to set boundaries. It's so true. I have a bad habit of, like, as soon as I establish something, I'm like, all right, no, it's fine. But no! You're right. You have to draw a line at some point.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
This is my boundary, if it's okay with you. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, man. It's important to draw a line, but I do fall into that habit. So I really sympathize with her. But yes, it's important to have boundaries, y'all.
I see. I understand. Ame no Mayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together.
Yeah.
As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
I'm telling you, possessed sword. I've seen it before. It makes sense. I don't know how it happened, but it makes sense.
A little confusing. More like completely mystifying.
Possessed sword. That's my only explanation.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned.
Okay.
Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
I thought, okay, was someone spying on us at the end? Hello?
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Possessed sword!
Well, Paima was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and, nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
They must have had an argument during the sale. Perhaps the fire was deliberately used to hide the truth. We are still missing crucial information. Where's my possessed sword option? Game, I want my possessed sword option! That's my only explanation! Okay, legit. Let me read this again. Argument. Fire was deliberately used to hide the truth. I mean, I agree with this bottom one. We are still missing crucial information. But I think the fire was also intentional.
An interesting explanation. I was also considering this possibility.
Maybe all of them were true.
Aminoma Yuya is an expert on swords. He could have noticed some problematic details about Mr. Nagato's collectibles. Maybe he recognized a blade as a fake, or a well-known stolen item. Either way, after arguing about it, the two men agreed to hide the truth of this matter. They thought a fire would destroy everything. But then the Tenryou Commission began investigating and uncovered some incriminating details, so they fled to protect their secrets. But it's a far-fetched theory. I can't imagine how they would have been able to reach an agreement. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Aminoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
This also doesn't seem connected to the case of the attacker.
Right.
I think it does.
Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together.
Listen, possessed sword.
Aminoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker. Namely, that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Aminoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Okay, I'll be wrong.
We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
I still am gonna keep my possessed sword idea in the back. I'm gonna still keep it in the back of my mind, but they're trying to be very fervent of like, listen, it's still a theory. But I'm gonna try to not talk about it.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far.
Okay.
If we can solve the case, both Mr. Aminoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
Okay. This whole time, Kazuha is also probably dealing with this idea of like, should I take the offer from the shogunate to like restore the Kaidahara name? Whee! Probably could have teleported, but that's okay. We're here now. You know one of my favorite things to do with this windmill? I think I could do it. No, wait. Ah! Frick! No, I did it for like the briefest of seconds. Hold on, get me up there again.
The wind knows me.
Ah! This isn't what I intended. What I mean is, like, even though there's like a gap at the top, you can still walk on top of it. It's so dumb and silly, but I've been able to like stand up here at one point. I've been able to hold on. Now I need this.
The wind knows me.
Take it. I've been able to stand on this windmill. Maybe they made it so it's harder to do so. I've been able to stand on this. Wait, did I say windmill? I meant water wheel. Ah! I almost had it. You can stand on top of it. Okay, I'm done. But But you can stand on top of it even though there's nothing there. It's great. We're gonna move on now.
Wait. I hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
I knew we could count on you.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
Hello? Hello?
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in. It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
Ooh. The Tatarigami. That's one thing I didn't expect to encounter here. Ain't that the truth? That's over on a completely different island.
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation.
And if it is energy from the Tatarigami, then that's bad energy. Because the Tatarigami was like this... It's like this, how to say? Anyway, there's an island where the Tatarigami is located, and it used to be a mining facility. Everybody had to evacuate because of, like, this strange energy that was coming from the Tatarigami. And it was making people sick and ill and delusional.
We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
So basically, possess sword. I'm still on that. Sorry. I said I would stop.
So it's an underground warehouse.
That's me every day. Oh no. I have been known to make people delusional from time to time.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place, but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
Surely someone would have noticed.
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions.
Again, possessed sword. But this does go in line because there's like a hidden quest you can do on the island where the Tatarigami is, or an island close to where it is, where there was like bad energy. Anyway, one of the things that happened is that you can run into like this enemy that like kind of demands you pray at this shrine and to like feel or sense something. And so you do that for like one day, you do that, and then nothing happens. And then you get the thought of like, oh, maybe I should come and do this another day. So you go back to that guy, and he's still like, hey, you need to wish at the shrine, or so, along that lines. And you do that, and nothing happens. And then I think it's on the third day or fourth day, something like that. But you do that for a few days, and then you go and wish at the shrine, and you're like, oh, no, I don't feel anything. And then you get the feeling of being like, watch out. And you're like, and then the guy goes to attack you and tries to kill you. And then you find out from like these notes that are scattered around is that the energy was corrupting him into making him feel like he had to make sacrifices at this shrine, so he would attack people while they were praying. So anyway, fanatical obsessions.
Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
Rude. I know, right? Very rude. I remember that quest. That quest was so good. That quest was really good. And I feel like it was hidden. It's one of those hidden quests where, like, you have to do it every few days, and then a quest gets unlocked for it. But yeah, very rude of him. Yes, he became interested in collecting. Influencer could have made him become obsessive. Exactly.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside.
That's dangerous.
If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth. You needn't worry. Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this. Relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial. Huh.
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us!
What?
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy source left this place. 2 ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them.
Well, let's hurry.
Yes, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from.
Agreed.
Quiet your mind and focus on what you sense around you. Perhaps you, too, will perceive its ominous presence in the wind.
Or I could just use elemental sight, right? Oh, never mind. Never mind, I can very much sense it in the wind. I can very much sense it in the wind. Never mind. I thought I would have to use elemental sight. Does it appear? Not really. It doesn't really appear when I use it. Ah!
From this point, the trail appears to split into 2. The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here, and seems to be dissipating slowly.
2 parts, so that would correspond to Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya.
Quite possibly. Let's search the area.
That's what I thought too. Most of the time, we use our elemental sight to like follow tracks and stuff, but this time it was just, nope, in the air. Just in the actual air.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls!
What?
They're acting really strangely.
Where?
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
Oh, there. I totally missed them. What you guys doing? You guys have that black scary energy around you guys. Are you tougher? Nope. Not really tougher.
Busted.
Oh, I got it back. I missed! How could I miss? He was 5 feet in front of me! Oh, more. Oh, that.
Clouds high. The birds come.
Ah. Man.
It's...
Wow. That fire tornado. What a shot.
Ugh! Look at this red stuff. What is it?
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago. Well, let's take a look.
Okay, sometimes they don't let me continue the dialogue. Okay. I am Nagato. I was wounded by Amenoma Yuya. He took my most precious blade. I chased him but could not catch him. I laid down here to rest on account of my exhaustion. I thought that I might croak right here. My stomach kept on bleeding, but it seems that some strange power has sustained me. Why did he steal that blade? I was going to sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse down. It hurts, but for some reason I can't fall unconscious. So all I can do to distract from the pain is write. What will happen to Sachiko, Yuichi, and Yuji? So sorry to them, I really am. Only now do I realize how stuck in my ways I was, how blind to my obsession. I must have been cursed. I collected all of those strange and bizarre things, but they won me not one iota of happiness or warmth. Put all of it together, and it still wouldn't have been worth a single word from her mouth. Thank you. And sorry for letting you down, Sachiko. The name's... not to derail from this really sad story. Oh my gosh. I'm really worried for him. Not to derail from this. But the name Sachiko was ruined for me because of Corpse Party. Anyway, I like had to pause right before being like, I don't know if I want to say this name out loud. Bro, if he's bleeding out, we gotta find him.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
So, where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us.
I'm also afraid of that, which is why I want to like look around the area if we can.
Whatever traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls.
Dang it.
There's nothing more for us to find here.
F's in chat. That's bad. Let's ask the Tenryo Commission to do a thorough search later. There are more important things right now. Yeah, if Yuya killed someone, yeah, this is big.
Yes. Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths. If Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Right, so let's get moving.
How did it come to this? It's not in his nature.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
Yeah. Wait, middle... Oh, currents! Hello. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I thought I had to sneeze and it didn't. Ah!
Easy.
No, it went away. Okay. Well, out we go. Whee! Oh. Well, this is a fun-looking island out here. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've been here, but haven't been here in a while for sure. Ah!
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Rip the sneeze. It's like still there. Oh, I hope I can mute when that happens.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Show yourself. It's no use hiding anymore.
What about my sneeze king? No! That's why I mute! All jokes aside, though, if I'm not able to mute, it's whatever, but... Sorry, not today. Yes, come here. Also, it's rare to hear Kazuha raise his voice. I mean, he does it when he's fighting, right? But like, nearly every other instance he hasn't done it much.
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Amenoma Yuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Ame no Mayuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
I told you! Possessed sword! I feel bad that I called it, but at the same time, I called it! But does the sword talk? Ooh, I hope so. I mean, he's talking, but I hope that the sword also talks.
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light.
You called it. I did! To be fair, I've called a little too many things. Didn't want to say anything because I knew. Very fair. Very fair. Yeah, light. There's a strange light. Yeah. Swirling light.
Whoa, whoa. Surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
I called it.
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sail as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Ame no Mayuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter.
Well, thank you.
Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams. As a descendant of the Kaedehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
It does talk. It technically does. Not the sword itself, but through the body. Which is still technically it talking, but yes.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith.
Sentient Blade would woot. Heck yeah! I do quite enjoy a possessed sword plot.
And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
So, swords can become conscious and control people?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action.
Thank you for telling us your whole, plan here.
After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home.
While you were hanging out with girls, I was a While you were getting maidens, I was a blade. I didn't train with the art of the blade. I was the blade. Man, also this whole time I'm thinking of like, so I'm guessing this was made by a Kaedehara ancestor, right? Part of me is like, man, I wonder if this sword wouldn't have existed. I mean, Kazuha wouldn't have existed if this had happened, but I'm like, what if this would have happened if, Kazuha's ancestor didn't happen to mention that one person's name to Scaramouche, and Scaramouche didn't happen to take mercy on him for it. Just, listen, every every time I can, I think about ways to connect things to Scaramouche. Like, I look at that sword and I'm like, I wonder what Scaramouche would look like with that sword. I hope he becomes playable. Gosh, I want my dumpster fire of a child.
I seek but one thing. To face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power. The might of Ishin art.
Oh, he's getting more passionate because the light is getting very strong.
Ah, so Amenoma Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission. When they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you, and by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun. Kaedehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come.
Oh.
Now, give your body over to me!
No thank you. No thank you. Oh! Trial Kazuha? Hold on, I want to see what Trial Kazuha is like. Give me a second. Okay, 57, 91, crit rate. Only 220 elemental mastery. Consent, please. Exactly. Listen, if you want to possess my body, you have to ask me first. Don't do it by force. Rude. Only 220 elemental mastery? But I guess it makes sense because they give him noblesse. I guess it makes sense because it's noblesse. And then the weapons. A fillet. You know, I guess. Take me on a date first. Yes. Possess sword. We have to go on a date first. I have to get to know you first. Before you can possess my body. Let's talk hobbies. Let's talk interests. What do you do in your spare time other than possessing other people? I have to know. Also, I like how they gave him a fillet blade because I believe in like the trailers for Kazuha, he was shown using a fillet blade. It's a little unfortunate that it's a 3-star weapon, but you know, it is what it is. Okay. It's only fitting if we just use Kazuha for this.
Submit to me!
Ow! Rude.
Into the wind.
I already missed my Kazuha. Oh, he does have similar abilities to Kazuha. That's like his burst. Okay, hold on.
Sacred name.
I am gonna use other characters. Where'd he go? There you are.
One with nature.
Just for the sole purpose of healing.
Join me and sever that divine light.
Into the wind.
So he has the same burst, but he just automatically does Electro. But I guess he's imbued with Electro.
He shall rewrite history.
The wind knows me.
Ow. Where are you?
Join me and sever that divine light.
No! Come back over here. Come over here. Come out of the swirl. Thank you.
One with nature.
Come on.
The wind knows me.
Rewrite history.
Cool.
Do not stand in my way, or I will strike you down too.
Your bluff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose.
Are you sure about that?
It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more.
Uh-huh.
Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will.
Oi. That's rude to the puppet. Then we will smash you into pieces.
The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Your fighting style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art, but from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really? You can tell all that just from his moves?
And it seems like a lot of commitment. It does. This guy's been at it for like, how long ago was the Raiden Gokuden destroyed? It was like hundreds of years ago, I feel like. At least over 100 years ago. So yeah, his whole plan. Bruh.
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Aminome Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition. You believe I am your only hope.
Are you trying to claim that I am helpless without you? On his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
Because all of that is in the past. I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind, everything finally makes sense. You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminome Yuya and make your escape.
What of it?
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal!
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life.
Kazuha out here spinning truths over here. Yeah, for real! Like, just fought a guy and was like, okay, I know what your whole deal is. I ain't afraid of you. Let me just throw all of this back at you. Mic drop. Exactly.
Even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
True.
Silence, you blabbering fool!
No. He's got a point.
I must achieve my goal. This was his life's dream and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Oh, snap!
Easy for you to say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation, not self-reflection, and certainly not your so-called reality.
He's a truther sort. He is. Also, the very orchestrated music building up when he's like, I'm going to freaking kill you. That's a very, I feel very, feelings are very dissonant right now. Swords will literally try to possess your body instead of going to therapy. I know, right? I know, right? Swords will literally do anything. They will literally murder hundreds of people and possess others and try to kill other people, attempted murders, instead of going to therapy. Like, man. So how you feeling? Were you able to get that out?
It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaedahara clan. If you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange.
This doesn't sound the best idea.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path. I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet, and I will put your strength to the test.
Snap? Oh, snap? Are we about to deal with a possessed Kazuha? Hello?
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you. Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
Wait, no, hold on. Sword, Mr. Sword, Mr. Sword? Can I call you Mr. Sword? Mr. Sword. I don't want you to do that because, to be honest, 100% honest, the Raiden Shogun has gone through so much character development, and I would really appreciate it if you didn't assassinate her. She's gone through so much character. Mr. Prize Sword. Okay, you're right. Mr. Prize Sword, please do not assassinate the Raiden Shogun. She's gone through so much character development. It would be such a shame if you struck that down now. I understand you're mad, but do not kill the Raiden Shogun, okay? Okay? Listen, when I first got her, she was a dick. I'll be honest, she did a lot of bad things, but she has gotten so much character growth that I'm happy that I got her on that first banner. She's has a great character development. If you fight her, you go through me, okay? And an extension by Kazuha, okay? I will not hesitate. I will protect her.
And as for
so much
your
character
end of the
development, yeah.
bargain, if you lose, you must release Amenoma Yuya from your control.
Oh, okay.
I accept.
Don't do this, Kazuha!
You're dealing with a cursed blade that can possess people. This is a risky strategy.
This is the only way to save Amenoma Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the blade's puppet.
I mean, you're not wrong, but man.
The cursed blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Amenoma Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
But even so...
Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me.
Okay.
We have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
All right, fine. It's not like I could stop you.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too. Now, take me in your hand.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, he's got the sword. Wait, where'd Yuya go? Kazuha?
Kazuha?
I'm okay. I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment.
To be honest, I don't trust you.
It's all right. So far, this was as I expected.
Okay, Yuya's still standing. Something feels off. Let me know immediately.
I will. Thank you.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Soft voice kills me. It's so good. It's so good.
Wait a minute. Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild. Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
Oh, that should fit the bill.
Ah, all right. Please lead the way.
What about Amanoma Yuya? What should we do with him?
The blade says he'll let Amanoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty treacherous journey. Okay, fine. Just be careful.
Yeah, man. Also, the contrast between Kazuha's, like, pale skin and head, with the sword, it just stands out so much. It stands out so much. Oh, man. Okay, that got completed. It's been about an hour. I'm wondering, Kumi, selfish question. How much longer do we have? I'm debating on if I should take a break or if I'm close to the end and I should probably power through it. That's my current thought, because I need to get up and walk around a bit, but if I only have like a little bit left, I can power through it. So yeah, that's all I'm asking. Where are we going? We're going here, right? Yeah, we are. So I'll just teleport over here for now. Take a break, you have time? Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like, oh yeah, take a break, and then it's like the last, like, 10 minutes of, like, the quest. You still got a good shot. Okay, good. Also, for comparison's sake, I want to show off my Kazuha. My Kazuha's element has only, like, a little under than what the trial Kazuha had, but elemental mastery is almost at 400. My crit rate is better, and my crit damage is better. And I'm pretty sure I have animo damage higher than what they had. So, anyway. As soon as I use the Kazuha, I'm like, oh, this Kazuha is weaker than my Kazuha. Okay, let me get it a shot for the break. Yeah, this... Ooh, wait, hold on. Let's go actually up here. Yes, okay. So, I need to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. I can tell I gotta walk around a bit. So, I highly suggest you guys do the same and take a quick break. This is a great time for you guys to stretch your legs, get some water, or do anything else you gotta do. Alright? That's a little... Then I don't think I'll be able to get it evenly. I think that's as close as I can get. But yeah, I'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes, okay? BRB! Hello. I'm back. I think it's been 5 minutes, at least. That last song was a trip, wasn't it? I quite enjoy some of the songs that are on here, man. Some of them are really fun. But yeah, I think it's been 5 minutes, so. Ready to get back into this quest and deal with possessed Kazuha. We'll see how long he lasts. If it comes to that. It might not. It might not. Who knows? Who knows? Hold on. I'm fixing my thing. Who knows if it will come to that, but boy howdy. Is it possible? And let me get back to the game real quick. There we go. Okay, cool. Again, I feel like it's been 5 minutes. I hope I wasn't wrong with that. Also, I said it in chat, but Chow, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a good day. Okay. Wait, there's a quest here now. There's a quest here. Welcome back. Thank you! Furuta? It's been a while since I saw you. It's true, I haven't been back for a while. Now I may be getting on in years and losing my memory, but at least I didn't forget that. Me. Not only is my memory like a sieve. I think that's how it's said. Sorry, excuse me. I'm finding myself more and more puzzled by what the younger folk are interested in. Before a youngin' from Fontaine came here, saying that he was making a film and chatted on and on with the master of the house. And oh my gosh, Spencer! Hello! How you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by! How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Goodness, and he kept saying dear, throwing around a word like that all willy-nilly. Does he have no shame? Was his name Xavier? Yes! Xavier! Oh my gosh, Xavier. Wow, that takes me back. It sounded like he had received funds from the Tenryou Commission and finally managed to make a film, but the commission wasn't satisfied with the results. But he wanted to stick with it, so he came to us, the commission in charge of the humanities and arts, for help. I didn't expect the master to agree to this, let alone send Koharu to help. Is this film really so interesting? This is all completely beyond me. Still, since the master agreed, I should not pass judgment as a mere butler. And after thinking it over, I'm still worried about Koharu. About Koharu? I can tell that Koharu isn't too fond of this jabbering outlander. She's always strictly obeyed the commands of the master and lady, would never deliberately disobey order, but that child lacks training and composure. How's everyone doing? I'm doing okay! My brain is a little scattered today, so the stream is kind of at all... my tangents in the stream has been kind of all over the place, but it's been super fun. But I hope you're doing well. Again, thanks for stopping by. Alyssa, listen, it's okay. Okay. Listen, I've loved the tangents. I have genuinely loved the tangents. It's been a lot of fun. But there is a part of me that feels guilty that I get distracted while I do a story quest. But it's so much fun to go on tangents. So. Outlander's a bit too unreserved. If he ruffles Koharu's feathers and she can't restrain herself again, there'll be trouble. Koharu's training has been brief by any means. While her skills are far from perfect, she could easily knock someone lacking in fighting skills out. Is Koharu a servant of the Kamisato clan? Do what your heart tells you, man. Follow your heart. I agree. Okay. Like I said earlier, tangents are probably going to happen. So, if you're okay with that, cool. Stay. Who's Koharu anyway? Who do you think we are? Whatever your answer you have in your mind, all you need to know is that we're absolutely loyal to the Yashiro Commission and the Kamisato clan. Since you know the boy and have earned the trust of the entire house, a humble housekeeper such as myself is naturally at ease when it comes to you. Uh-huh. So if you can find the time to see how the film is going, I'd be grateful. Seem to recall he took a group of people to islands south of here. Okay, I will look at that later. Because I am busy. I have a possessed sword in my possession. Okay, so I gotta go up here. I don't think it's too far high up, right?
One with nature.
If memory serves, it's not too far high up. Yeah. The last time we were here, I believe, was the Raiden Shogun's first character story quest. If memory serves. We are getting closer to it, it seems. Oh, there it is. Whee! Occupied hold. Okay, so it recommends Animo, which we're gonna bring Kazuha, but it's probably going to bring Trial Run Kazuha. I technically could go with this team. Technically. Yeah, sure, why not? I enjoy using Yelan. I've been bringing Xiangling along just for, like, pyro application. Because the only other really pyro application I can do is, like, Bennett, but I want to keep Chi-Chi on my Chin. And then Xinyan and Yanfei are main DPSs for me. So, Xiangling is, like, my only pyro support character I have. They do give you Kazuha. Yeah, or... That's actually a good point. If they give me Kazuha, then I could probably use another character here. I could bring Traveler just for kicks and giggles. Cannot switch? Why not? Why not? Why not?
There's still a long road
Is it
ahead.
because... Hold on! It's not making me switch characters because I'm gonna have to use Kazuha. Where's my Xiangling go? So, maybe I could trick this out. Hold up. Where's Xiangling? Xiangling? Am I blind? I am blind. There you are.
Just sharpen my speed.
Hold on. If it won't make me do that...
This world is...
There we go. You cannot switch to Kazuha. Are you sure about that game? Well, frick! Dang it! I went through all that work thinking I would have a full party, but no, I just get Kazuha. Okay. Alright, game, you won this round. Fine. Well, your attack went up. Man, rip. I thought I was being so clever. Turns out the game was one step ahead of me. When a normal charge or plunging attack hits an opponent, it will release a cursed spirit, dealing AoE damage. Okay. Okay, fine. We'll use this possessed sword.
Leave everything on this journey to me.
Yeah, that could have been nice to know earlier, Kazuha, before I spent all of that time trying to switch up my party.
Into the wind.
That also explains why he has a lot of HP, I feel like.
Time to go.
Oh, hello, everybody. Please get into my swirl group. Cuddle puddle! Cuddle puddle, everybody! Woo!
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right. The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
I hope you're right, dude.
Something else on your mind?
Something else you want to share with the class?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Just wanted to make sure there's nothing in the corners. Woo! Thank you for the chest. Ooh, fried primos. Thank you very much. Hello, friends. Hello. Hope you guys are doing good. Do you mind if I smack you with my possessed sword? I hope you don't mind if I smack you with this possessed sword. He's not friendly, unfortunately.
Fallen leaves adorn my night. Into the wind.
Dang it. Come on, get close. Come on, come after me.
The wind knows me.
Woo! He kinda angry. He is kinda angry. He's got a lot going on in his brain.
Into the wind.
So, he kinda mad.
Whoa, something's up with the blade.
It's grown dimmer?
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield. He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
But what would that do to Amano Miyuya?
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Oh, he's ambitious. I'll give him that. But man. Ooh. Ooh. Look at this background. There's a bunch of bats over there. Oh. Bats here too. Why are y'all flying this way? Why are you all flying over here? Where are you running away from? What's over there? I have many questions, none of which will be answered, but I'm still curious. Will it let me? That's what I thought. I just had to check. Just had to check. Okay, let's bunny hop our way over. Boing. Is there another chest that I'm gonna miss? Anything up here? Any chest? Nope. Any chest? Here? It's Kaya. They're running from him. Understandable, bats. Run away from Kaya. He's very suspicious. Ooh, there's the chest. Nice. Teachings of elegance. Oh no! Who could have predicted this?
One with nature.
I need my particles, man.
The wind knows me.
Yo, particles, where are you at? Come here. Particles. I need you.
I'm ready.
Ow. Caught me at that backswing.
One with nature.
Particles.
As one with wind and cloud.
The wind knows.
Oh, right. This is like C3 Kazuha, I just realized. Oh, I'm in a menu. Let me get out of that.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Yeah, it's hard to get his burst. Well, he has a big burst, right? And his ER is kind of low. He really benefits from having, like, a battery. Or a lot of energy recharge, one of the two.
Yes. And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The sheen's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time, we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking about? Huh? What the? Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk.
Oh, snap. So he was putting on an appearance just to, like, look intimidating to Kazuha? I know that's not the case, but, like, that's funny. He's like, I must look like a powerful sword. And so he just gave himself, like, this, like, what am I trying to say? He put on an illusion to make himself look good. It's like, now Kazuha will take me seriously. It looks like it's about to break.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, you wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun.
Yeah, this poor boy. Just trying to be an oppressive sword.
Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken. It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy.
Will he listen to you? No, the truth is right there in front of him.
I've finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet. You wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power. But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you. The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
There they are! Take them down!
Oh, hi!
Where do they keep coming from?
You shouldn't fight with this blade anymore.
Yep. We can help this time.
Don't worry. I'll use my own blade. It's just more of the same.
The fillet blade! Nice!
Into the wind.
I mean, the fillet blade is actually kind of similar to what this blade is, if memory serves, because this one has a thing of like 50% chance to deal 240 attack damage. Yeah. So it's kind of similar.
One with nature.
Here we go.
The wind knows it. Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
There we go.
You fought way better with your own sword.
Whee! I love the fire tornado that just appears in cutscenes.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am. No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
But in this too, you have failed.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you. Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is. Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
Now, hold on. I mean, you are kind of broken, but if you gotta go through a repair process, that maybe then it also maybe not be so I was gonna say ambitious, but like cruelly ambitious kind of thing, where you possess people and then discard them. Maybe not like that, but a little bit of repair and a little bit of understanding to other people. Maybe.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Liyue.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything. This blade has traveled the land with me for many years, and we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power. Skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art.
I just realized, he said that he got the fillet blade from Liyue. I'm pretty sure you get those blades from, like, chests in that area, so...
There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
I resisted its temptations because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you. Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach. The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition. You have known this for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything. My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry, from here on I shall forge your legacy." How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
Kazuha's just like, Yeah, cool story, bro. So you mind letting him go now? Listen, I know you just bared your soul to us, but we kind of had a deal here.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things.
Accept your fate. Yeah, he was basically like, here you go. So I'ma leave. Peace. How you feeling? Prized. Mr. Prized Blade. Oofa. That was a powerful sigh. It was a very powerful sigh. To me,
Take it easy.
at least. That carried weight. Okay. So, Kazuha.
When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It was somewhere I've never been. A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed, his frail face barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end. A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya, the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths. He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions. He felt intense regret at being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth. So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey. But he never wished to rival the gods. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith, that they were still worthy of being trusted.
So that's the true story. But after that, the blacksmith's intentions were warped by the Tatarigami, slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
It's also interesting, side note, it's also interesting how he had this whole idea of like, I want to withstand this great strike from the gods. And I've been interpreting that as like, I want to defeat gods, which kind of also goes in tangent with what like the Fatui's goals are right now. So maybe the Tatarigami like amplified some things that were felt in Snezhnaya. Anyway, that's a huge assumption. And I don't know how long ago that was. Obviously, like, we know what the Fatui goals are now, but we don't know how long they've been at this. Anyway. I'm just spitballing here.
Right. I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path. This blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
Shame it's too late now.
Yes, it is too late. Time would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey. He seems to have calmed down, though. Let's go and check in.
Gotta duck out for a bit, but glad to hear that. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. It was great seeing you. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Thank you again. I don't know how long you just had to go, but I'll try. I'll forget again. If it doesn't work out, no worries, but I appreciate you being here regardless. Thank you so much. Hey, bud. How you doing?
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my forging like it was just yesterday. I once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness. But darkness and slaughter numb the mind. Over time, I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge. Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled it.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Ame no Mayuya. But I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. It is the entire purpose for my existence. So, may I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator?
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
It has to be done in this order. At least hear what I have to say. And if you don't agree, I will still release Ame no Mayuya as promised.
Okay, sure.
My physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
His attitude has grown a lot milder. What do you think, Kazuha? Should we give him a chance?
Let's hear it.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill. He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle. Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again. Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since. My fights were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. The next in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
Yeah, that's a good question. Is it gonna be me, or is it gonna be someone else?
I will release Ame no Mayuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you. He must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
Understood. Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina and will to fight.
Oh, he woke up!
I see. He used my body to inflict harm on others.
Yeah, you might have killed someone. It just dawned on me. You might have killed someone. I know that wasn't you, and that was a possessed sword. But we technically didn't find a body, so maybe it's fine. It's probably fine, but someone was definitely bleeding out. Yeah. Hope you can process that knowledge.
I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Tenryou Commission.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention.
All right, then let's move on. More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Oh, look at that! Look at this precious chest! Ah! I love it. I love chests. Gosh, I can't wait for the Apple Archipelago, and I can get so many treasure chests! I'm so excited. I love exploring. Man! I'm so excited to explore again. Anyway.
Take it easy.
We gotta fulfill a wish now. When I said we gotta fulfill a wish now, I thought about Make-A-Wish. I'm like, this is Kazuha's journey to making the Make-A-Wish Foundation in Inazuma. We will make your possessed objects' wishes come true. As long as they don't kill anybody. Okay.
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash.
The Crux Clash. That was a much more relaxed occasion. That was just a tournament.
Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that Blade hasn't told us everything. Still, even if he's way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him. Are you ready?
Ready? Okay. All right then. Successor of Ishin Art, Kaedehara Kazuha.
Successor of Amenoma Art, Amenome Yuya.
Aww! Oh! Finally! Again, just thinking about how the writing could get dead edited. It's like, man, these two together in much calmer times. Man.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Aw. Does it? Does it? Yep. Oh. Oh. Oh no! Oh, Mr. Prize Sword. Your substat. Your substat has looked. Your substat has had better days. I'm so sorry. He lost his spark. He did, but I didn't think he would reduce the attack all the way down to 0. Rip. The attack percent, I should say. The attack percent down to 0. Rip.
One with nature.
Okay. This time I'm going to be better about dodging this guy's attacks. He does tap me this time. See? Dodged. Good attempt.
It's fine.
Oofa. Okay, that one got me though. That one did get me though. Ooh, dodged just in time.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Time to go. Ow! Nice.
Thank you for the experience. Although he appears battered and broken. In your hands, it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance. His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that same sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience. There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
Okay, so he just let him possess himself. Wow, that's wild. That's so wild. That's so wild. Gosh, I'm thinking it like how that would work in like D&D. Can you imagine if someone just had this as like a weapon, but it was good? Because usually in D&D, it's never good. Anyway. Must apologize for all that transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness. Nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf.
It would be great. It would be amazing to see. It would be amazing to see.
It is too late for all of that.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin Art. I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin Art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha.
Trying to make a new character. Oh my gosh. Ishin Art still has a worthy successor. Yeah.
I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes. I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma Art.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like to visit the Amenoma smithy. Maybe we can go back there together.
Okay.
What does he want to go there for?
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to come to an end.
Okay. Sure. Let's go back to the smithy. Why not? See what happens there. Ah! Let's run up the hill. By the way, did we happen to find that guy's body? Are we ever gonna get a conclusion to that, or was it just up in the air? Are we really not gonna get a conclusion to that guy who probably died, maybe have died, is bleeding out somewhere? We have to find his body? Hello? Okay.
Oh, it's Yuya. You have returned.
Hajime's not here. Oh my gosh. He finally took a break. Hajime is finally taking a break. He is free. He is free from his hammering duties. Wow. Never thought I would see the day. Okay. I think I'm live again. I think I'm live again. I think I'm live again. Hopefully. Hopefully. Hey! Hello! Quick explanation what happened. Quick explanation what happened. It happens every now and then. My computer has had issues of crashing in the past. It's had issues crashing in the past. Usually I do a restart and it's fine. You know, it's whatever. Wow, that was right in my left ear. Usually it's fine. This time it crashed, and it also simultaneously, when I tried to restart it, it also simultaneously tried to do the Windows update. And then I kept rebooting it, and it would not turn on. Like, the computer was on, but nothing was registering in my displays. And then when I finally was able to get
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier.
when I was finally able to get into the computer, my graphics card was disabled, which has happened the last few crashes, where whatever happens with my computer, it just disables my graphics card. So I had to re-enable it and then restart my computer again, and here we are. So, really sorry about that. It's been a while. Though, I will say, one thing I noticed is, I think... Oh, Spawn78, hello, welcome! Thanks for stopping by. I just recovered from a computer crash. Thank you for stopping by. The one thing I noticed is that the USB I use for my microphone, I think I put it in a different one than I usually do. So maybe everything is from this USB port. I have no idea. I have no idea. So anyway, yeah, I just recovered from the computer crash. We were in the middle of like the end of the quest up here, and my computer just decided to shut off. So, hopefully, I'll be able to actually see what's going on here. I don't know where we stopped, but it was like, literally, we just got into this, like, this final talk, and then it just shut off. Genshin is my guilty pleasure. Dude, same. Same. I freaking love this game so much. I love this game so much. It brings me immense joy, and it's so great when I can find other people who enjoy playing it, too. Oh, man. So, yeah. I guess let's see what the end is like. Computer, please don't crash.
It's Yuya. You have returned.
Literally, we were in the middle of this, and I was like, oh, Hajime's not here. Good for him. And then the world was like, no. The world was like, no, we're done. So, hopefully I can actually see the end to this. Yuya's back.
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
A prized Ishin blade. Turned weapon that controls the human mind.
Haven't made it very far, to be honest, but I love it. That's okay! That's okay! My biggest recommendation I give to anybody who starts playing Genshin is to literally take your time with it. Go at your own pace. Take it slow if you want to take it slow, and just learn things at your own pace. It's so great. Oh my gosh, a raid! I haven't gotten a I haven't gotten a raid of this alert. Hello? I literally had that for a while and no one raided it.
Wonderful.
Looney Moon Demon, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my gosh, thank you, thank you. How are you guys doing? Welcome, raiders. How are you guys doing? What were you streaming? Let me know. Hold on. I don't know how I can do this. I think I have a shout out command. Hold on. Shout out. I think I enabled a shout out command. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I think I have a shout out command. Let me see. Oh, Goose Goose Duck. Nice. Nice. Looney Moon Demon, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope your stream went well. Thank you. Prized Ishin Blade. Turned a weapon that controls human mind.
Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of possibility. This is a great pity. But I have some good news as well. Ryuji from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency tells me that they've found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
Ooh, Spot, thank you so much for the follow. And Looney Moon Demon, I believe I said this earlier, but thank you again for the follow. Never played that game. No one to play it with. I gotta look into it. It seems really interesting. I gotta look into it more. I hope it was fun. Also, they found Mr. Nagato. Is he alive? This whole time I've been worrying about Mr. Nagato, and I had no idea if he was alive or not. So is he good?
Really? Is he okay?
Yes. Badly wounded, but he will live.
Oh, good. I thought he was bleeding out this whole time. It's fun, but we could use more people. Ooh, really? Goose Goose Duck. I'm gonna look into this game later. I'm gonna look into this game later because I think I've seen it in passing, but I haven't like seen too much about like what's in there. I gotta say though, I do love the duck heads or the goose heads, whatever they are. It is quite enjoyable. It's so goofy looking. It's so goofy looking. Badly wounded, but he'll live, which I'm relieved to hear because literally we couldn't find his body, and he was saying, he was like, I think I'm not long for this world, but something's still keeping me around, which is very ominous. It's very ominous, so I was a little worried. All the roles make it confusing though, no. But hasn't Among Us been adding a lot of new roles? A lot of people have been playing with that? I guess I don't know how many roles are in Goose Goose Duck. Are there a lot of roles in Goose Goose Duck?
And now that Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
I think I know what you want to do.
What does this? What does the sword want to do? What does the sword want to do?
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
Kind of, but we keep it low-key. Oh, okay. Because I know sometimes can be games where you play with a ton of different roles, but I feel like some of them are optional. So. But the roles do make things be more interesting sometimes. Joey Dragon! Thank you so much for the follow! I really appreciate it! Thank you! Again, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it.
What? No way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish.
Oh my gosh, what is happening?
He assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious.
Wait! I'm not ready for this! Oh my gosh, Joey Dragon! Thank you for the raid! I'll be honest, this is the most raids I've gotten in a year. Oh my gosh! Joey Dragon, thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate it. What is happening? Stop raiding! What is happening? Ah! 3 raids! 3 raids! What is happening? Enos, thank you for the follow. Say hello to my friends. Oh my gosh, you guys are all raiding me. Holy crap. I got a lot of shout outs to do. Hold up. I got a lot of shout outs to do. Give me 1 second. Shout out to you. And hold on. I got more shout outs. Hold on. Shout out to and shout out to you. Thank you guys so much for the raids. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Thank you so much. To everyone who's here, hello.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
Hello. Thank you guys so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Hello. to everybody's chat who came here. We're here to support. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Feels like everyone's new here. So hi, I am Flace Fires. I say I do variety, but basically what I do is I do a game and then I do Genshin. So it is Genshin with a little bit of variety. Yesterday we finished Coffee Talk, for example, and today we are here checking out Kazuha's character story quest. Which is wild that he's finally getting a character story quest considering how involved in the story he has been. But better late than ever. Also, Rydermesh, thank you so much for the follow. And Ombre, I think I mispronounced that actually. Ombra, sorry. Thank you so much for the follow as well. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I'm a broken record at this point, but seriously, thank you. Thank you. Fun fact, you guys all came right after my computer crashed and interrupted the stream, and I came back and I was like, man, right, we were in the middle of the quest, such a bummer that you all decided to raid me, so thank you so much. Thank you. Seems I came in interesting times. You did! You did, S-Poet, you really did. Holy crap. Seriously, thank you guys so much. It was kind of a bummer, but then you guys really, like, with your timing, you genuinely made up for it. Thank you. Okay. I gotta reread this. It's been a while. There's another way to fulfill his maker's wish. Okay.
I have decided to let him do it.
What are we doing?
Guess there's nothing we can say to change your mind, huh?
The decision is yours.
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later. Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
Can you imagine if after this the sword possesses him again and goes rogue again? It's like after everything we have been through.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean?
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness.
So far, hasn't gone rogue.
You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies. Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands, it will still fulfill his final wish. Thank you, son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours to keep.
Rest in peace.
Aw. Weirdest 1,000-degree knife challenge I've seen.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order. His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name. It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead. Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them.
It's too dangerous if you ask me. The remnants of defeated gods are nothing to scoff at. That's very true.
I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me. Just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did.
Sword wanted to stop being sword, so he turned it to sword. Well, that's the thing, is that this sword, the sword was a sword, right? I called him Mr. Prize Sword. The sword was a sword, but the sword would actually possess people, so it seemed like the sword was possessing a person. So in a way, it was a sword possessing a person, and then decided to become a sword. In a way. What's the word I'm looking for? It could be confusing, but I like it. But I like it. To rival the divine light touched something inside me. Yeah.
Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Aw, buddy. Thank you.
Wait! Shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Oh, you're right. We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation.
Oh, right! Right! We talked to him about everything. Oh, and are you gonna give him your answer?
And it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
Woo! That's exciting. I wonder what he's gonna say. Is he still gonna wander, or is he actually going to stay in Inazuma now? Because Kazuha didn't really like the idea of staying in Inazuma. So, I wonder if that's gonna be different now. Hi, Kamaji.
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost. The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanome Yuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
He's also going to turn you. See, he's gonna turn. Everyone will turn into swords. Everybody. No one can escape.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin. A weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan.
Not gonna lie, I thought he was legit gonna be like, hey, what's that sword? And then just strike him. The way he lifted his sword, I seriously thought he was just about to just slash at him. I was like, Kazuha. Genshin sword pack, the newest update. Exactly. Swords for everybody. Everyone will become a sword user.
By means of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art.
Kazuha would never. No, you're right. He wouldn't. That's why I was so surprised when I saw it, because my brain was like, oh, he did. But no, it's Kazuha just being Kazuha, being like, hey, look at the sword. Isn't it neat?
And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
What's that? Guy gets stabbed. Exactly! That's what my thought. It's like, what do you have there? A knife! But the bad end. Stabbed, and this guy just gets stabbed. What's that? A sword! Looks like, okay, so he is going to wander. So.
I see. I understand.
To be honest, that doesn't surprise me. It would be more surprising if Kazuha decided to stay in Inazuma.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
Very well, I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised. However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the Shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beto again for now. As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Oh, that's really it? Oh, man! That's really it? I wish we could see Kazuha off. Oh, we got a sword, though!
Mr. Nagato's survival is the one silver lining in this whole catastrophe.
Yeah, I'm glad he's not dead.
We will continue to monitor his condition and hope he recovers soon.
I'm really glad he's not dead. Oh, that's so sad. It's over now. Okay, I gotta look at this sword, though. But oh well. Again, it's not surprising that Kazuha chose to, like, travel. Because his whole thing is he loves traveling. It brings him a lot of joy. Get sword. Heck yeah. Where's the sword? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it'll whip up a hewing gale, dealing damage. And then it's attack base. Who would I put this on? Hold on. Who are the sword users? I'm gonna look at the characters real quick. So, Traveler could get it? What would it look like on Traveler? Hold up. We could get the sword, technically. Then we could also give it... I don't want to give it to Chi-Chi. We could give it... No, Albedo needs that sword. Who would I give that sword to? Kaching? No, Kaching's got a good sword. Kazuha is really good with Elemental Mastery, so I'm not going to get rid of that stat for attack. I enjoy being able to spam Jean's Burst, so not that. Xingqiu needs Sacrificial Sword. The only one I can think of is Kaya. What would Kaya look like with this? Interesting. Yeah, the only one I could think of that could use this sword on my current setup is Kaya. Even though I will miss out on increased damage against Pyro or Electro. Maybe it could be used on a future sword person. I don't know. Can I level it up, though? I want to see what it looks like ascended. Where did it go? There it is. Because it'll glow, right? Or is it always going to look this way? Hold up. Ascend. Okay, I think I still gotta... I gotta go next level? Right? Next level? Probably future character? Potentially! Potentially. But sometimes event weapons aren't necessarily the best. Oh my gosh, I can ascend this thing really far. I think it just is glowing more red, right? I think I've ascended it where it would have a change in appearance. If there is a change in appearance, I haven't noticed it quite yet. Holy cow, I can ascend this pretty far. I don't know what else I will use these resources on, so I'm kind of just going for it. Okay, there we go. Oh, it uses these? It uses statuettes? That's wild. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, because there's a few event weapons that we've gotten in the past. Like, for example, this weapon here. This is an event weapon, but I haven't really found a character that I can quite use it on, to be honest. And there's a few good other event weapons, though. Like, the one that Albedo has, wherever Albedo is, that's a good event weapon. And this was a really good event weapon. But this is a character story quest. What am I thinking? This isn't an event. Who would this be good on? Again, the only one I can think of is Kaya right now. I wish I could test it, but I can't really get it up to level 90 at the moment, where his other weapon is. All in all, though, I gotta say, I really enjoyed that quest. All in all, though, I really enjoyed that. That was very... it was nice for Kazuha to finally get a character story quest. Like, I think I kind of preferred the stuff that he was doing in like the main story quest, but this was still really, really, really well done, to be honest. Oh, didn't mean to do that. But now I gotta like go throughout the world and grab some of these quests that I haven't gotten. Like, there was a quest up here that I got. Wait, hold on. Actually, I just realized I only saw 2 quests in my quest log. Wait! So was the other quest I got in Inazuma City, was that actually a temporary quest? I thought that was an actual world quest! What is happening? It was... I'm so confused. I don't know where it went! Wait, where did it go? I don't know. Where did it go? I have no idea.
Navigating the world is a whole...
Rip. Yeah, I got a quest earlier that I thought... I picked it up because I thought it was a temporary quest. But then it seemed like it was an actual quest. So I was like, oh, I'll deal with it later. And now it's gone.
Easier with a few different identities to choose
Quest
from.
vanishes. Yeah, the quest just noped out. Quest just super noped out. But this quest here stayed. So... I guess...
Come up with some for you?
Guess it's... I guess it's okay. I don't know. Maybe it'll... Since it's a temporary quest, chances are it can appear again. So there's a lot of sporadic quests that happen in this game where it just like quests will just randomly appear and disappear.
Take it easy.
That there's like a certain amount of times that can happen every day, so you can technically trigger them again. Oh, I didn't go into there. I thought I would be able to go in there. Oh man. Well, I do feel a little guilty because even though I got those raids, I don't think I can unfortunately stream for very much longer. I feel really, really bad. I really appreciate all the raids. I might be able to push it a little bit longer, but I do unfortunately have to head out soon because I gotta get up early tomorrow for work and stuff. But seriously, I really, really appreciate it. I don't know if you guys are still here or not, but that meant a lot to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Hold on. Let me pull up Twitch, actually. I'm gonna see if there's anybody I know that I want to raid. Just in case. Oh, please tell me this is muted. It is muted. Is there anybody I want to raid? Ooh! Okay, there is one person we can raid. Or that I would feel comfortable raiding. To be honest, I haven't raided a bit, so this is going to be a really bit rusty. But there is one person we can potentially raid. I hope they're not going to end soon. Let me go to this. There's someone that I want to raid. But for now, I am going to end my stream here. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me to be able to go through this quest and chat with people. Seriously, thank you guys so much. For the schedule, usually I stream on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Next week I don't know if I'll be able to stream Wednesday. If I do, it'll be a very short stream. But I will definitely be streaming Thursday, and hopefully we will be able to go through more of the event that is going on. But for now, let me go to the end screen. I'm going to try to figure out how to raid. Okay, we are going to be raiding an artist today that I follow on Twitter. So hope I shall see some future streams. I hope to see you around. I really hope to see you around. Oh, let me go through everything. So, Looney Moon Demon, thank you so much for the raid. And thank you so much for the follow. Spoet, thank you so much for following. Joey Dragon, thank you so much for following and for the raid. Really appreciate it. And for the host. Oh my gosh, you hosted. Looney Moon Demon, you also hosted. Thank you so much. Enox the dog, thank you so much for the raid and for the host. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the follow as well. Ridermesh, thank you for the follow. And Ombra, thank you so much for following. Okay, I haven't done a raid in a while, so I hope this person is still going to be streaming when I raid. Raid channel. I want to raid. I want to raid this person. I haven't ever actually talked to this person really, so I hope they are okay if we raid. So yeah, we are going to be raiding Hanlamari today. I haven't raided before, so I hope this goes well. But please be nice in their chat. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you so much for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for the raids. All right, see you guys later.